Welcome, everyone. It is Tuesday, Transformation Tuesday. I hope you're having an amazing day. Sonia Chernachan here. The importance of a regular routine. How important it is to have a regular routine. So whether you are, a mom, an entrepreneur, an employee, it doesn't matter. You need to establish a regular routine for your health. If you're joining me today, drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming from. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sonia Chernachan. I'm a fitness and business coach specializing in transformation, transforming your health, mind, body, and spirit so you can live your life truly in your purpose and on purpose. So drop me a comment. Let me know where you come. If you're here right now, I'll watch for those comments. And if you're coming back later, please hashtag replay and then let me know where you're coming from as well. So I'm actually here on time today, 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. I'm here with you every Tuesday. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're coming from, whether it be morning, noon, or night. And so today, let's just talk about the importance of establishing a regular routine. And when I say that, I'm talking about your health and your fitness and your wellness. So whether you're coming here joining me and you're a mom that's busy, or you're a working mom, or maybe you're an entrepreneur that has their own business and you find it challenging to make time for exercise because you're so focused on your business. Yes, even I've been in those periods in time in my life as well. It can be really hard, but one of the first things we want to talk about, it's about consistency is key, right? So if we establish all those routines within our calendar, sorry, you guys, there's something going on here. Let me just get rid of that. Okay, we're good. I think you can hear me. Let me know if you're here. So there's a whole list of things that I wanted to go over today, but I'm just going to kind of touch on like 4 or 5 of them. But here's some important things too. When you want to establish a good health and fitness routine into your daily practice, you need to sit down with your calendar, your book, your day timer, whatever it is you need, because most of us these days live by a schedule because we have goals, we have achievements, we have commitments, we have time frames that we're working with, and we also need to get some sleep somewhere in there as well, and maybe have a healthy meal or two. So a couple of things that will really help you is to, and I took notes, you guys, because I cannot, I am not going to try and remember all of this for you, and I don't read off of a script. I just kind of go with the flow. Consistency, number one, is key. Time management, that has to be number two for sure. Consistency for sure, because if you really want to reach your health and fitness goals, if you want to live a healthy and vibrant life, consistency is key. It's putting that routine in place and being consistent with it. It's not about having to do so much. It could be 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 or 60 minutes a day of some sort of physical activity to keep your energy moving in your body. Time management, you need to look at your calendar, you got to put it in. And I always say to people, if you're going to put your workouts into your day timer, put it in pen, because everything else you can put in pencil and move it around. But the pen, that's something that you're committing to yourself and you cannot erase it and you cannot cross it out, because then you're crossing yourself out in the process. Just a little trick that I like. Then there's your energy levels too. You've got to monitor your energy levels. We can get quite exhausted up into our mental head all the time and exhausts our whole body. And sometimes we need to move away from the task at hand just to rejuvenate the body and to get some flow and energy. And I always find that even just moving the body for a couple of minutes, and getting out of the, from behind your computer, or away from your desk at work, or just getting away from the noise of people when you're trying to operate in an office setting. It doesn't matter. You want to really bring your energy levels. And I got tips and tricks for that, for energy level, to bring it up. So, and you also want to make sure that you are doing things that reduce your stress levels. Because, let's just face facts. It doesn't matter whether you're an entrepreneur or you're working for somebody or you're a mom with kids at home, you have stress. We have stress in our lives. What our job is to learn how to manage that stress and find ways of releasing that. So that's really important. Your mindset and your focus. Your mindset needs to be crystal clear of what it is you're trying to achieve by creating those systems in place so that you can have a healthy and vibrant life. Listen, you get to a certain point in life and you start to think about your health and your fitness. And maybe you're a younger entrepreneur and you're thinking, no, I got lots of time for that. Start now. That's what I'm going to tell you. Adaptability. You got to be able to adapt to your terrain. So when things start to shift and change or they're not working out for you or getting frustrated, you got to find other ways to accomplish your goals, okay? But let's just focus in on being consistent. Routine for me is, it doesn't matter what you choose to do for fitness, you guys. There's lots of different things out there. There's yoga, Pilates, weight training. I mean, as you're getting older, an aging woman definitely wants strength training in there. Try to fit in there a few times a week. Really, it's really important. Mobility and flexibility. But you have to find what works for you, and then you got to be consistent. So you have to make a commitment to yourself. So maybe you're going to make a commitment of 3 to 5 times a week for 20 minutes. If that's all you're going to do, that's okay. That's better than not doing or being inconsistent. So really look at your calendar, sit down with your day timer. Like I have my day timer. You put everything that you need in there for your whole day. It's your work schedules in there, your kids' things are in there. Maybe you have business meetings in there that you have regularly throughout the week. Maybe you have team meetings that you're doing. Whatever that is, you put that in your calendar, but in the spaces when it comes to you, you put that in pen. Everything else goes in pencil. And the reason I say that is sometimes we need to adapt to our terrain and we need to shift things around. The only thing you're never going to shift around is your time for your health and your fitness, because you really are no good to anybody at work or in your business if you're not healthy and fit, and that's really important. And your time management is critical for that. Your energy levels. When do you find that you have the most energy? Because that's going to be another thing too. And I play around with this. Depends on what's going on in my life. I'm an early morning riser. I am up like 4:35. My workout is usually started by 6 or 6:30 at the latest. So I have my morning ritual that I like to do. Now that might not be for you. You might be somebody that actually likes to maybe go about your whole day and then end your day with a workout, or maybe you're somebody that's mid-afternoon. But what you want to do is pay attention. I would do, especially if you're just getting back into working out, you're not quite sure where your energy level is. Sometimes you want to just kind of play with the different times and see where you have the most energy. Like, where do you feel like you're really much more committed to doing the work? Because if you're getting up at 5 in the morning and you're dragging your butt, to the workout at 6 a.m. and it doesn't feel good and it never feels good, then maybe that's not the best time for you. Some people are not morning people. Some people are more night people, right? Um, but you pick what works for you. And then your mindset has to be that this is no matter what. It goes back to putting it in your calendar and pen. Your mindset is that is non-negotiable. My health and my fitness is non-negotiable because I cannot function in my work or business or in my family life without taking care of me first. So those are, key. So consistency is key. Time management is definitely number one, number two on my list here. Energy levels and productivity, finding ways to impact your energy levels when you're feeling yourself being drained. Sometimes you need to just walk away, take a deep breath, go out and get some fresh air, 5 minutes, of meditation or closing your eyes or just relaxing or just getting into quiet can be enough to rejuvenate the energy in your body. And mindset and focus, that is so important, is your mindset, because if you're willing to give up on yourself, then you're willing to give up on anything else. So don't give up on yourself, and you're less likely to not give up on anyone else as well. And again, adaptability with your routine. It's really Those are just a few. Now I got a few more: personal well-being, practical tips for establishing your setting realistic goals. We've already talked about that in the past on other lives when I've been on here with you guys. So use those 5: consistency, time management, energy levels and productivity, mindset and focus, and adaptability within your routine. I hope that helps you. I know for me, sometimes years ago, what I used to do in my business is I always had my workouts in my planner, but I didn't put them in pen. I ever had everything. And I would say maybe it was like 10 years ago. I had everything in pencil because I always wanted to be able to, erase and whatever. And I used to erase my workouts. Somebody would say, "Hey, listen, can I come at this time instead for my training appointment?" And it would be in my time slot. And I'd be like, "Yeah, okay, no problem." And that's how easy it can be to take yourself out of your own time slot, right? So you've got to put yourself first. Because what I found when I did that was the less likely I was to work out at the end of the day. Because by that time, I'm tired. I've worked with 5 or 6 clients. I'm tired, exhausted. I have to do it first thing in the morning. I am the first person that gets a workout in my studio is me. And then after that, I have the energy for everyone else that comes in. So really pay attention to that, because we tend to do that. We will put ourselves aside and give up our own workouts for others. So again, self-care, you guys, taking care of the self first. Fill your cup first. So what do we got today? I forgot to pull a book, and I want to, because I always love to do that. It's kind of a thing I'm doing right now, pulling the book of pages. That's what I'm going to call it. It's the book of pages. So we just pull a book off the shelf, and then oh, maybe I'll do The Secret today. You want to do The Secret? The Greatest Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Let me do that one. That's always a good one, because I think most of us have probably read The Secret, and if you haven't, you want to. The Greatest Secret. This is a good one. So always when I have a conversation here, if I pull the book, so for those of you that are maybe here and never see me do this, I'm calling this the Book of Pages. I'm good at making up names for things, so I'm going to call this the Book of Pages. And it'll always be after a good conversation we've had about learning something, whether it be in your business, your fitness, your health, your mind, body, spirit. We're going to pick something in a book. And so all I'm going to do is open up the book, and I'm going to flow through the pages. And when I feel called to stop, I'm going to stop. And that first paragraph is what I'm going to read. And that will be our message for the day. How's that? You ready for it? Here we go. Here it is. So it's on page 83. So if you've got the book, you guys, you can always come here. Let me see. There we go. The first paragraph. What exactly is your mind? First, it's important to understand that your mind is not your brain. Your brain doesn't think. Scientists have not been able to find a thought in the brain. They can only see the electrical activity caused by thoughts. Thinking comes from your mind. Your mind is made up entirely of thought. It's theirs. What was that? Let's try that again. If there's no current thought, there's no mind. It's as simple as that. Your mind can't even hold 2 thoughts at one time. You know that it's impossible to truly listen to a conversation and read something on your phone at the same time. Your mind can't multitask as much as you might believe it can. However, a single thought, whether positive or negative, becomes a powerhouse when you believe it. If you prefer to suffer, go on believing your stressful thoughts. But if you'd rather be happy, question them. A mind at home with itself is who that is by. Most people believe their own thoughts as though they were facts, which explains why life is stressful and challenging for so many. No one pointed out to us that our thoughts are just mental noise and they are not reality. However, we choose to believe our thoughts and they will become our reality. So I like that. we can't multitask. there it is. We can't multitask. That's why you need to pull out your day timer. You need to put in your workouts. Love that. Yeah, isn't that true? Your mind can't multitask. So you do have to really set yourself up for success when it comes to your fitness and your health. Because really, if we don't have our health, we don't have wealth, because we usually end up spending it on our health if we're not taking care of ourselves in the early times. So that's what I have for you today. I wish you an amazing rest of your week, and I'll see you next Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Thanks for stopping by. Drop me a comment. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.